Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today the snow has finally melted on Petroloon, so I'm going to show you what my island looks like after I played and decorated through the entirety of winter. So let's get dressed first. I'm gonna start this tour at my house, although it's not the most exciting thing about this island. At the left I have my blue rose farm, or more like blue rose breeding station. Not much going on here yet because obviously I'm stuck at like step 2 or something, and it will probably take me about a year to actually breed the blue rose. I'm not going to go up here yet because I want to explore the front part of the island first. This is the street that leads to kind of the town center of Petroloon, and down here I just have a little farm next to Boomer's house. Boomer was my first lazy villager, and as you can see I changed his house exterior, which I'm really obsessed with because this color of the log facade is my favorite colorway, and also I just love this roof. Here I have a little flower farm. And the beach is also pretty simple, just with some beachy items, I guess. This is... what's he called? Roswell's house, which I also changed. I would love to show you the interiors, but it's like 6 in the morning, so obviously those two villagers aren't awake yet. The lazy and the smug. And when you cross this street here, you can hop over to a little picnic spot right by my estate, I guess. Really fancy. And it leads right to the museum. I have all of the festival decorations put up still, by the way, because that's just the current holiday season we're in. And I thought the blue color would fit this season and time of day pretty well. Down here we have another little street just for biking, I guess. Lots of just dirt roads on this island. And it leads to a little beach volleyball. And this little joyride picnic spot. It used to be next to the museum because I had a museum placed here, and I still keep running down here to go to the museum because I just can't seem to get into my head that it's up here now, although it's been here like for a month or so. Let's talk to Fauna while we're here. Oh, hey! Nice to see you! I'm glad you're never too busy to check in with me, Elle. Oh, she's so sweet. So this is supposed to be a little souvenir / coffee shop right next to museum because of Brewster's Cafe, you know. And this leads to resident services. This is also where you would be waking up, obviously, if you were taking a dream tour, but the dream address, which I will show you right now on my map, actually shows this island in winter with the snow still there. So yeah, this is my map. You can see the breeding farm next to my house with those little dirt stripes and lots of roads on it. There's a part at the top left of my island where there's lots of dirt pathing, kind of similar to my first island where I built a desert with lots of sand, obviously, but you will see later what's going on over there. So this is my entrance. Really simple with this cute little crosswalk, and this is supposed to be kind of an info stand for Fauna's plant shop and the greenhouse that I have back here. If you visit my dream address, you will see that this was way more icier in winter with all the ice items, but I kind of put them down because they didn't fit so well with the brown grass. And at the moment, this is where I breed my green mums, which of I will need tons when spring finally arrives on my island. And in front of the greenhouse, I just have this little picnic spot where someone can, I don't know, study and listen to some music. And when you go down here, I have a meant to be lavender field, which obviously doesn't only contain lavender at the moment because I still have to breed all the purple hyacinths. And this is Diana's house, which I also can't visit because she's still asleep. My villagers seem to be such sleepyheads. And then here on the beach, I have a message in a bottle and Able Sisters. I think they just fit perfectly on the beach with the white door. And they have just a little shop stand, I guess. And I try to go with some kind of peach and flower shop theme for Able Sisters because it's right next to this lavender field and next to my little peach orchard. So, if you follow this little bike road up here, you can jump over the river to explore the back of the island, but we're going to go up here and I'm going to show you my outlook picnic. So this is basically just my flower dump of all the flower colors I didn't want to use on this island. But obviously I'm not going to restart the island just because it's finished, so I might use these colors later on, so I had to store them somewhere. And from here you can see Maddie's house on the right and actually Julian's house, whose exterior I also changed, at the back. And they also have some lighthouses between them, which look really pretty at night when they're all lit up. Okay, and when you go left here, kind of can circle back to resident services. This is also where I have my patcheries. And you can have a little overlook over my green mum farm. So at the back of resident services, I have this small little bus stop, which looks kind of trashy in terms of trash bags and this kind of worn down bus stop. And right behind resident services, I made this little roof area where you can just sit and overlook the road behind resident services. This roof tile coat was made by Diana Daisies, if you know her, and she also obviously came up with the idea to just extend the roof of resident services, which is really nice in my opinion because that's such a difficult spot to decorate. So, if you follow this road, here is a small little picnic spot again. I feel like this island is just farm and picnic spot core. I wanted it to look like someone just came across here with their car and stopped to have a picnic. Don't try this at home, by the way. You shouldn't just have a picnic right beside a road or even kind of on the road. It's dangerous, but no one's driving here anyway, so. And at the back, this is supposed to be kind of a abandoned bus station with the tunnel over here. I see lots of people using the cave as a tunnel, and I really like the idea, but it's kind of too small to fit a train into it, so I just wanted to make it look like that it was a tunnel, but it has broke down at some point. That's also why all this construction stuff is over here. And on the other side of the railroad, here is the flower field. And finally, Julian's home. I really love how it turned out. And he just has a small little stargazing spot behind his house. So crossing this bridge, you can go to another small breeding area. I hope I can tear this down soon because apart from the blue rose, the purple pansy is the only flower that I still need to breed, and I don't like this area because it looks really unfinished and weird, so I really want to get that purple pansy. Up here is Dom's house. I just put his house with my apple trees because his exterior really fits, and my red windflower storage up here. And here you can already get a small sneak peek of the dirt area I was talking about earlier, but we're going to get there. Just you wait. It's just behind Pashmina's house. Oh, Pashmina's actually awake, so I can finally show you some villager interiors. So Nook's Cranny is kind of a farm general store on my island, so I thought I would give her an interior that would fit that theme with a lot of cooking and vegetable/food themed items, and she's actually crafting something. Let me look. Sup-El, need me for something? What you doing, my friend? What am I doing? What am I doing? Check it out, I'm making a wooden table mirror. Okay, nothing too fancy, I think I already have that recipe. So you might know that Pashmina's original interior is kind of a diner, which I didn't vibe with it also. But that's also what inspired me to give her kind of a cooking theme, since diners are about food and this is also about food, and I think she is really happy with it. Okay, let's head over to Nook's Cranny. I always struggle with decorating Nook's Cranny, pretty much as everyone, because let's be real, the building is just not it. And I think it only fits sandy ground somehow, but instead of putting it on a beach like I seem to always do, I built a little desert area at the back of my island. It's not exactly a desert, more like a kind of dry beach. But I really like how it turned out. And Nook's Cranny doesn't look too bad over here. It also has a secret beach right next to it, just because I imagine that merchants from all over the ocean come here to kind of bring foreign goods to Nook's Cranny to sell to the people of Petroloon and stuff. So some farm items here, and also some of my crops are here as well. Ignore this singular black rose, I'm trying to get a gold one from that, and here I'm trying to breed other black roses. So this part is kind of shoved to the back of my island so nobody sees. So, almost finished. Just get a really nice overlook like this. So, and up here on the hill is pretty much nothing but my campsite. Not much going on, just some trees and some gyroids. And of course, Lily of the Valley, since this is a 5-star island, not to flex. And if you follow this path, you can go to Fang's house, who has an extension of my flower breeding farm, and also his own little red rose garden, because Fang seems pretty elegant to me and I just thought that red roses might fit him. And now off to one of my favorite areas, actually. This is just a little land bridge with lots of flowers, pathing and trees, really natural, which I really like, and this small little wishing well. And this land bridge actually leads right back to resident services, where we came across earlier. And that's my island, I guess. By the way, I plan on changing, more like I originally planned on changing my house exterior with every season, and I had the same one for winter, for the snow season, but I'm so obsessed with it. I think I'm going to stick with it until cherry blossom season, probably. So, if you want to know what this island looks like in winter, definitely make sure to watch my winter island tour. It's a bit of a different kind of island tour style than you might usually see on YouTube, and I'm really interested in knowing how you like it, as I'm planning on doing more videos like this. So now that we finished touring the island, and it's a little later into the day, let's see if some of our villagers maybe have woken up and I can show you some interiors I made. How about we go back to my house first? It's really simple. I kind of wanted to make it look like I just moved in, since this island is only a few months old so far. And lots of beige and browns, since those are kind of my favorite colors for decorating. But also some blue, because there's a lot of blue going on this island, because it's still winter. And at the left I have my kitchen, which is way more cluttered than the living room. Here we go. Lots of food items, because I just love eating. And I also wanted to keep it functional, so that's why I have a stove. I know I kind of have 3 stoves, which is kind of unnecessary, but it looks nice, so what do you want? I also had to use tons of food items because I didn't use Nukozon or any trading on this island, and while there seem to are tons of outdoor items you get through the DLC, I did really struggle to get enough items for decorating my house. And to be honest, I also didn't want to spend days and days with ordering stuff, since Tom Nook only allows us to order 5 items a day. Screw him, I guess. So, at the back there's literally nothing, because I didn't have enough items to make an additional room. And on the right side I have a really simple bathroom with just some laundry going on as well, because you gotta do that somewhere, right? And I didn't like this room at first because it only had the bath and I think this drying rack, but I managed to get some more items for it, and I think it really feels quite relaxing and serene now, so it's fine. This house doesn't have a basement yet, just because I'm broke and I needed all the money for tons of bridges and inclines on my island. And finally upstairs, bedroom and office space, I guess. Really cozy. I changed the accent wall to this flower wallpaper instead of the snowflake one, I believe, for my winter dream address, just because spring is finally arriving. And this also has quite a lot of green, actually. And to be honest, I would live here. It's really authentic. Okay, let's check out if some of our villagers have finally woken up. Roswell is awake. Okay, that's nice. So, as you can see, Roswell is living right by the dock, and beaches and docks are for fishing boats and nothing else. So that's why He also has all those fishing items next to his house, and I tried to make his interior kind of a look like a tent, like someone had put up a fish restaurant that's not like permanent, because his original interior looks like a street, and I always try to keep something of the original character rooms have when I redecorated them, and I think I did a really good job on this. So also the thing with accent walls, you might know that it's kind of a trend to put an accent wall that looks like outside on one side of the room and then make it look like a window or a balcony or something similar. But I always kind of struggle with these because, for example, if I had put a jungle on the back of his room and then you go outside and behind his house isn't actually a jungle, it kind of doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I also put this sea wallpaper on the left of his house, because you can really imagine that when you look out this window, there's actually the ocean out there, because it is there when you go outside. So just the thoughts behind this decorating process. And look at him go with his sweet little lollipop. Let's talk to him so he doesn't think we're weird or something. Morning, morning. Glad to see you brightening my door. Your door? How about your day? I guess. Let's chat. Alright, you know that I'm on the cutting edge of fashion, right? Couldn't judge that from the weird Hawaiian shirt you're wearing, but well, like if you see me wearing it, you know it's the alligator's knees. So lately I've been all about distressed jeans. I'm so tired of regular jeans with their lack of holes and ribs. Now, distressed jeans are a little more expensive, but they're worth it for that unique wow factor. Like, wow, I can't believe those jeans are being held together by 2 strings. Très chic. Oh well. Kind of gives me 2000s vibes, the distressed jeans. Okay. Horna. Is she planning to move out? By the way, when I started this island, I actually wanted to do the hardcore challenge, which one part of it is that you let every villager that tries to move out actually move out and look for a new one. But my villagers, they want to move out all the time. Like the first villager wanted to move out when I didn't even have all the 9 villagers I have now. So to everybody who can't seem to get their villagers to move out, you're definitely doing something wrong. Oh, he is actually awake. Okay. In this case, I'm going to go to Julian's house. Julian is actually one of my new favorite villagers, so we could also just enter to there. Hey, Julian, my baby. Always a pleasure, Pinecone. Hey, fashion question for you, Eleonora. How long do you like your pants? That's an interesting concept, but then you gotta ask yourself, what is normal? I guess Did he even let me answer right now? I think he didn't. I guess I can get down with normal length pants as long as they don't look normal. Ugh, normal is the worst. Okay. Just Julian being a smog. Okay, so Julian is a unicorn obviously, so I kind of wanted to make his house look magical. And he has all these zodiac items. So this house kind of looks like he's studying zodiac signs or something. Astrology professor. And that's what I wanted to achieve, and I think it turned out really well. So, let's find a spot on the island to finally enter to. Bye, Julian. That's it for this video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and also to check out the video description for all my links. I also have a discount code for switcheries.com if you ever need some cute accessories for your Nintendo Switch system. And I'm going to see you next time. Bye!